We're going to be breaking down the Flash 9/11 promo. If you haven't seen the promo, go watch it and then come back and watch this video. I can't put it in the video due to copyright. Thanks WB for that. But we're going to be breaking it down. So the promo opened up. You can hear Iris saying it's been 6 hours and 52 minutes since Barry, quote-unquote, vanished. We do see Team Flash in the Cortex with a board saying what happened to Barry with like 4 bullet points. Which, whatever. This episode, I'm 50-50 on it right now. I'm excited for it, but not the level I was for 909 or 910. I don't think this episode will top the last 2, purely because of Team Flash. Now, we do know that Barry's in this episode, and from what's being said, he is in the suit. So Barry will play a role in this episode. It's just how big of a role. We do know that article that was written in season 6 by Iris, it was a deleted scene, actually, where she writes that Barry vanishes in crisis. That article appears to be coming back, which I think is a full circle moment for Iris, if you think about it, because we've been setting this up since, season 1. So, again, another season 1 thing being brought back. The Speedforce is in this episode. Nora, Speedforce, interesting. But the thing that's interesting about that little arc is that she can't find Barry at all. Like, Barry's not in the timeline or in reality. So this leads me to believe that maybe our Barry... I do think 910 was based on our Earth in our timeline. But I think that where Barry is now is on another Earth. After he gets transported away from that night, he ends up on another Earth. I hope they confirm that, because to be honest with you, it'd be a little bit weird if it didn't really say, hey, we're on another Earth, or how long it's been on our Earth. Because what they did in 910 should have been on our Earth, should have been on Earth Prime. If it wasn't, I'm going to be kind of disappointed, because, what was the point of all this then? We don't really know anything right now, besides Cobalt Blue's there. Malcom, whatever the hell his last name is not Thawne. The guy looks like Eddie. I'm assuming in present day. They also showed a scene of Eddie dying. Like Thawne, quote-unquote dying, Eddie shooting himself. So I wonder if our Bear is going back to season 1, like 123, to maybe watch Eddie die again. Which would be the next Speedforce. Him trying to taunt Barry. Or it trying to taunt Barry, sorry. I guess that's what it's trying to do. If that's really what it's doing. Because this isn't Cobalt Blue right now. This is a thing of Speedforce. Controlling that stone. It's what gave it to Joe. It's why Barry and Joe fought in 910. So, I am kind of curious, are they setting up something? Or is this Malcom, going through the events of Eddie Thawne? Even though he doesn't know who Eddie is, because next before show Eddie, this is what happened to your counterpart, and you need to do something. I honestly have no idea. It's weird. I'm into it though. I wish that we knew more going this episode than we do now. And the description for the episode, I don't really think helps anything. Because Kayla Compton directed the episode, and it says Iris is alarmed by Barry's disappearance. Cecile assures her everything will be okay, but does she know that for certain? Which she doesn't. She doesn't know a lot of things for certain. Team Flash is affected by a mysterious substance, and Keone develops a better understanding of what she can do and cannot control. This episode seems like an interlude. From the description, in the promo too, kind of. We don't even see Barry once in this promo. Well, no, we see him once, right? I think a little bit in, but it's just like a flash of him. It's just him standing there, or in pain or something is about to be teleported away again. But I hope we find out what the hell is going on, because we have 3 episodes left, and, don't get me wrong, 9-10 was great, but, like, did we ever learn what the hell happened to Barry? How he got there besides negative Speedforce? No. And I get it's a 4-episode arc, but, like, the way Eric Walsh does things, the writers do things, let's pick it up, let's keep it going. Let's keep that theme of 9-10 going. We don't need to focus on Team Flash. Just like Iris is fine. I guess she's worried about Barry. Focus on that. If you really want to take a focus away from Barry. You can easily do that. But, here we are. It's going to be an interesting episode. I hope it's good. But I recommend not getting your hopes up. Especially that Keon part. For the first time this season, last episode, I stopped being interested in Keon. I think I'm still focused on Barry. It wasn't really important, and it really isn't now. But, like, they have to put focus on Team Flash every single goddamn episode, and it's annoying. Like, I get it, they're working together to find Barry, but they can do that off screen. We should be focused on Barry this entire episode, period. They did it for 9-10, why not 9-11? 9-12 and 9-13 I would get. Put the focus on Barry and Team Flash. Not just all Team Flash in the second episode of this arc. Eric Walsh proved something last night for 9-10. I hope he upholds. Yeah. Whoever writes 9-11, if it isn't good, they're gonna be in trouble. Then again, whoever the hell wrote 901 through 908 is gonna be in trouble. Already are. Like, it's just... And Kayla Compton, I mean, yeah, she's directing, so she probably won't be in it that much, which is great. Which will probably mean Chester won't be in it that much either. But, I mean, we do know Barry is a Flash in this episode. And from what it looked like, he's back in present day due to a set photo that we got of Kayla directing and Barry being on set with her in the Cortex in the suit. So I wonder if maybe they get Barry back in this episode, which would be really random because he was only gone for not even a full day, and they just return him. I mean, unless like something big happens to Barry this episode, like maybe he does watch Thawne die again or something. Something big needs to happen this episode. They're gonna do that. Because, I mean, this whole little arc that Barry has right now, it's little now, it'll grow as it keeps going, but, like, it's not really anything right now. It's really not. Like, what we're dealing with, this Barry being stuck throughout different timelines or Earths or whatever the hell it is, that's what we're dealing with. And Speedforce can't find Barry for whatever reason. So if Barry is on another Earth, I mean, how would he even possibly get back? Because last we checked, you can't go through the multiverse, only Wally can. And they're not bringing Wally back, so if he is on another Earth, maybe the negative Speedforce will need to, maybe it'll mess up, which, why would it do that now? Or the Speedforce will get a boost, which is kind of weird because she already is a god, but maybe she'll connect the dots that the next Speedforce is doing something to Barry and pull Barry back from wherever the hell flock of seagulls he's at. Is that, huh? Like, I just really, truly hope this episode is good. I'm not holding out a lot of expectations for this episode because, quite frankly, like, I'm not... I don't think this episode can top 9-10. Or really any episode this season. I hope it tops the interludes. And I hope it tops 901 and 902. 903, 905, that's like up for debate, honestly. But if it tops the interludes and it tops 901 through 908, great. But it won't top 909 through 910. I would be genuinely surprised if it did that for me. I think a lot of you feel that way. I would hope. But that's definitely what we're dealing with here is, you know, we're on the last episodes, and we just had 2 amazing episodes back to back. Why stop it there? I mean, you know, what are we dealing with? And then 9/12, you know, it's going to be interesting because we don't know what the hell's going on there. And then 9/13 is when everyone comes back. So you would assume that it's all related to, you know, past seasons and all that. It does seem like this episode, like I said earlier, ties back into season 6 and season 1. Again, with us seeing Eddie being shot and Eobard dying, it does kind of give that season 1 vibe that, you know, like again, like 9/10 with Bear going back to that night, our Bear going back to that night and stopping his younger self, saving his even younger self. I think, you know, they know what they need to do this arc, and they're kind of going to do it. At the same time, still kind of focusing on Eddie and what they need to focus on, which I'm for, you know. They need to do that. It's just, at what cost? Less Barry? I mean, I don't think anyone wants that right now. We need to focus on Barry, not Team Flash. Iris, I get. You want to focus on Iris, fine. But make Barry also the main focus. You know, I think last episode proved one thing, that we don't need Iris in every single goddamn scene this season for it to work. Right? It kind of proved that. You know, and that's not me hating on Iris. That's me straight up admitting the fact that we don't need Iris 24/7. We don't need Team Flash 24/7. You make an arc about Barry, the arc will do well. We've been saying that for years, Eric. Good grief. We shouldn't need to even be worrying right now about this episode, but we are, because we just had 2 good ones back to back, and this one does not look good. You know? But whatever. Maybe they're hiding something huge. I would hope. But, I mean, who knows? Thank you guys for this video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.